So what we're going to do is follow these steps to sketch this. Now, by trial and error using the constant, girls, which number is the constant here? Yeah, it's the number without x, okay? By trial and error using the constant, find the factor. So what that means, girls, what are the factors of minus 3? Plus minus 1, plus minus 3. So what you need to start doing, girls, is let's start with plus 1. So if I substitute 1 into this, okay, I'm going to get to the fact, girls, you will not get 0. So 1 is not a factor. So now let's move on to, what's my next number? Minus 1. Girls, if you substitute minus 1 in here and make sure you put it in brackets, you do get 0. So that means minus 1 is a factor, which means x plus 1 is a factor. Do you girls get that? Remember that?
Also, 3 is also a factor.
Yeah. So minus 1 as a bracket is plus 1. You write the opposite sign in the bracket. Now, let's use long division to find the other factors. Okay? So what am I writing here? X times x squared gives me x cubed. Girls, are we paying attention over there? All right. Yep. Oh, and that times that? Oh, yeah, no, that's right. Now, that's 0, minus 1, minus 1. Oh, that's minus 2x squared. Thank you. Yeah, if I make any mistakes, can you let me know? And then I have to bring one term down. So the next one I need is minus 2x, because minus 2x times x is minus 2x squared, and minus 2x times 1. Okay. This is 0. Minus 5 minus minus 2. Minus 3x. And then bring down the minus 3. And then I have minus 3 because minus 3x and then minus 3 and everything is 0. That's great. So use long division to find the other factors. I've done that. Now factorize the quotient. Girls, this is the quotient. So how do I further factorize that? Well, using cross method, I can tell you right now, it's just basically, yeah. So we're ready to sketch it. So this polynomial p of x is equal to x plus 1 and these two. Oh, but girls, I have another x plus 1 here, so can I just write that?
Yes.
Okay. So if I want to now sketch this, now keep in mind, girls, if there's a squared, what does that mean? Double root at this point, which means there is like a mini parabola that or that at that point. Okay? Now, because it's a positive x cubed, we know it's going to look this way, with the tail end up going up because it's a positive graph. So how do I match this here? Well, I know it's going to end up like that. Yeah, can we see it's basically going to look like this? Yeah, you're just connecting the dots. Yeah? Girls, how would you go about factorizing that first? What's the first thing you notice?
Take out the x.
Take out the x. That's the first thing that I want you girls to notice. Okay? And then you know what to do from here. Alright? What is it? Once you factorize all of this, is there any double root, triple root, anything? No. So we only have single roots. Okay? That's pretty easy. I just wanted you girls to make sure you know to take x's out if they all have x's. Now, this is the hard part here. Question 1g. Alright? With question 1g, I can't factorize x out because there is a constant here. So how do I go about doing this?
Long division?
Yeah, so girls, I'm going to skip right to the chase and I'm not going to do all the working out. So I'm just going to let you know minus 1 is a factor. So obviously you're going to be doing that. What am I dividing with if minus 1 is a factor? Plus 1. Yeah? Now, I'm not going to go through all of this long division because you know how to do it. But if you go through all of this, what you're going to get as a quotient is actually another polynomial that you also got to divide again. Okay? So, skipping right to the chase, using that, girls, I'm going to let you know p minus 1 is also a factor to this. So, what you're going to be ending up doing is actually 2 division. Okay? So, once you divide this, We'll do it in purple now. Dot, dot, dot. Girls, you're going to get a quadratic equation here.
Again.
Yeah, you're going to be able to get, no, you're going to get a quadratic equation where you can factorize into 2 brackets. Okay, so that's just something I want you to keep in mind, because in the end, girls, I have the final answer. In the end, you should be getting this. And I wanted to sketch this with you girls just to make sure you know actually how to sketch it. That's exactly what you're going to get. Now, I'm going to sketch it over there. 3. Girls, we have power of 4. Okay? And I put the note here. Girls, that should have dot, dot, dot. It's not just exactly x to the power 4. If you have to the power of x4 with a positive, girls, this is something you need to keep in mind. We know if it's a positive coefficient, you always have the graph ending up going positive. If it's negative, going down. Same thing for these two. Also the difference that you girls aren't aware of, but you should be now, if you have an odd degree, the tail directions are opposite. So can you see the tail direction is going down, but your ending going up? Whereas this one, the tail is going up with the tail end up going down. Yeah? But with even degree, you'll find that the tail direction is always the same. Yeah, symmetrical, that's right. So girls, applying this and knowing I have double degree at those points, how would my graph look like here? Okay, it's this one, right? Can you picture this? So that's my graph. Okay? Yeah, girls, when you draw the graph, make sure you label the y-intercept as well. It gives you a clearer picture on what the graph should look like. Alright? They could say qx, it doesn't matter. Now, what's the first thing that you would do about this to find the x-intercept? Yeah, but what's the highest power of x this time? X cubed. Yeah? That's the little things I want you to be able to see. Now, if I do this, girls, as you can see, I can actually factorize that. What's that? That's basically x. Yeah, just this, right? Yeah? I haven't shown you an example, but I've shown you last year where you've also... Now, this means at x equals to 0, there's a triple root. Girls, if you have a power of 3, this is a triple root, and x equals to 4 is a double root. So let's have a look at this example and see what the graph is going to look like. There's no y-intercept 0, yeah? Sorry. Okay, so to the power of 5, we have to the power of 5, triple root. Now, girls, if there's a triple root at a certain point, you have to draw that at that point. Okay, so we know, girls, the first thing you need to consider, is it a graph with the tail ending up going up or down?
Is the tail left or right?
A tail is like the end. Up, because that's positive. So it's positive, right. I won't do it here. So we know it's going to have tail going up. That means at that double root, it has to be like this, yeah? Yeah? And then how am I going to continue drawing it so it's either one of these? Which one is going to be it? Is it going to be that first one or second one?
First one.
First one? All right, so like this. Okay? I just want you girls to be exposed to that. So that's how you do it. First step, determine which tail direction. Tail direction. Okay, I think